This is a little interesting contraption that I made. The aircraft uses a very lightweight suspension type of system for the nose gear, which is actually just a heavy duty bungee cord. The trouble is, how do you install it? It requires a lot of physical force to put the bungee cord on the brackets, and so I had to fabricate this little tool, and you'll see by the next picture how it kind of goes, what it looks like. So this is me actually installing the bungee cord, or pretending to anyway. I think it's already installed, but anyway, it gives you the idea. You need an awful lot of force to put this bungee cord on properly, and I hope it lasts a long time, because I'm not sure how to change it once the engine's on. But this is the nose gear suspension system. There it is installed. A little bit of a better picture of it there, and it's an old method of doing this, and it seems to work quite well. Here's a picture of the engine mount installed. This is what came with the kit, and it's what they call a ring mount, and it's supposed to be very good at keeping vibrations out of the plane, and a little bit extra quiet and that type of thing. So well, we'll see how that works. I'm sure it'll work quite well. And here I am. This is the front engine, or front cowling of the airplane, and I'm just getting ready to rivet everything together. You can start to see the instrument panel brackets in there. This is another one of those wire braces and turnbuckle brackets that I'm using to align things again before I start riveting. And the next picture is actually just a little video clip of me riveting, and you've probably seen it before, but this is how you remove the clecos and install the rivets.
The greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, new Vinyl 95.3. Never Surrender, there is Corey Hart at 7 Ball 2. What's going on with the sun? We thought we were going to bring in some sunshine in a cloudy day today. And if you're in the Hamilton area, pretty cloudy in some areas, you could expect shower this evening for Toronto. Just cloudy, close down to degrees. But the good news is the sun is coming back for Wednesday and Thursday. Highs with 18 degrees.
And this is a picture of the Lexan or plexiglass type skylight. This airplane is almost like sitting in a plexiglass bubble when you're sitting inside it, because the roof and the doors are bubble doors, all see-through, and it gives you a real sense of being in the air, and nice and open and bright inside. So here I am just test fitting it out, and the next picture is of just the windshield itself being test fit, and see how it goes. Just got a plastic covering on it right now, but that just gets peeled off, and it's a nice, hopefully nice clear windshield. And the next picture is actually a little video of the inside of the fuselage, where the controls are. So when you're moving the control stick left and right, it moves the ailerons and the wings, and that shows you the little inner workings inside behind the pilot and passenger seat. These are the control rods for the flaperons and the pictures of the one of the wings, and I'm getting ready to close it up since it's already been inspected by the MDRA inspector. I'm also installing aircraft electrical wire inside the wing, because I intend to put navigation lights and night lights on the plane. One of my most favorite times to fly is at sunset and nightfall. So I do want to put lights on the plane and properly equipped it so that it's capable of flying at night. These next few pictures are of the wing sheet metal being folded over using ratchet straps, and it has to be done very, very carefully because you don't want to buckle the sheet metal on the leading edge of the wing. So you just kind of gradually tighten up these ratchet straps as you move along until you get the wing, the leading edge of the wing to fold right over. The sheet metal folds right over the ribs, and then eventually you wind up clecoing it in place, riveting it, and then you're done. And that's what the wing looks like, with the leading edge of the sheet metal folded over the leading edge and riveted in place. Nice and clean, and it came out quite well without too many hiccups. Once the leading edge of the wing sheet metal is folded over and riveted in place, the ends of the wings have to be closed up with these special fiberglass wing tips that have to be installed, and they're quite tricky to install. You have to get the metal to fold over the plastic wing tips, over the fiberglass wing tips, and I made this little wood bracket to hold the sheet metal nice and firmly around, and you'll see in the next few pictures how that kind of went. So now I'm starting to install the fiberglass wing tips, and you can see the flat stop on the wing tip there, which is where one of the navigation lights gets bolted to. It's a pretty challenging and time-consuming part of the construction here. I wanted to get that to look pretty neat when it was finished. So there's just a few pictures of how that kind of goes, and there I'm holding the wood in place with ratchet straps and giving it a nice wraparound even fit. Quite involved. Okay, these are the gas tanks that go in each of the wings, and they need to be prepared, and the little gas fittings, nozzles have to be installed, and it wasn't too bad. It was a little tricky installing these gas tanks, but you can sort of see how that moves along in the next couple of pictures. They seem to be quite sturdy gas tanks, which is a good thing. Don't want any leaks. And this picture's of the gas tank installed in the wing, and this is the underside of the wing, and then a sheet metal cover will be put on to cover this up, so you won't be seeing this. This little plastic tube that you see in the center of the picture, which is sticking out of the wing here, is actually the fuel level indicator. You can actually see the fuel in this plastic tube when there's fuel in the gas tank. And in airplanes, they try to keep things simple so that nothing can go wrong. And this is actually the fuel gauge. So what you do is when you're flying, you just look at one wing and you look at the other, and you can see the actual fuel level that's in the tanks. And pretty reliable, and if it's hooked up properly, hopefully nothing will leak, which is what I'm kind of concerned about.